Hello everyone, welcome back to the verification lab. This is the second video on Linux. So in this video, we are going to see how we can view files and read logs. So first, what does viewing files means? Viewing files means reading the file content directly from the terminal without opening a separate editor. In design verification, this is extremely important because most debugs start from log files. Simulation logs can be very large, so we need command that help us read the beginning and the end and the selected pattern of the file. Now let us see how to view files. First, print an RTL file. So what we will do, you will use cat command. So let us see the directory structure. So we have our RTL folder. So I will use cat and go for the RTL folder, and inside the RTL folder I have a file name alu.osv. So like I will just use this command, and what does it do? So cat basically prints the full content on the terminal. Now let's say we want to see the line numbers. So what we will do, we will just use one flag, and it is n. So if I press the enter, so you can see the flag -n shows line number. Now for large files, cat is not always comfortable, so we use less. I will go for the logs, and inside log I have a file named as simfail. So now I will press enter. So you can see inside less you can scroll up and down. So just if you want to search, anything like info, and we just give a slash, then write info, and then press enter. So you can see info has come. Now let's say we want the second match. First match is info, then second match. So just we have to press N to get all the matches. So till we get the last match. And if you want to quit this window, just press Q. So we have quit from this less command. Now let us see only the beginning of a log. So what we will do, we will use head. So it shows only the beginning. So by default, it shows first 10 lines. Now let us modify this, and if we want to see only the first 5 lines, what will you do? We will use some flags, and the flags are -n and 5. So you can see we have only seen the first 5 lines of any file. To show the last 20 line, we can use like tail command. So tail basically shows the last line. So let's say we will see tail. So similarly, tail command shows the last lines like head. To show the 20 line, let's say we want to see the 20 line, we will be use last 20 line. We will be using extension -n and just give the number of the line we want to see. This will show the last 20 lines. In real simulation, logs are generated while simulation is running. To watch growing log file, we use tail. So let's say we use tail with -f, logs, and let's say I will go for another file which is known as live sim, because like in real simulation, logs are generated while simulation is running. So at that time you can see the content of the file. Yes. So here -f flags follows the file. So to stop this, we will use Control C. So it has been stopped. Now I will move to my next module, that is searching text and finding files. First, what is searching in Linux? Searching means finding a word, pattern, file name, extension, error message, or specific text inside a files and directory. In DB, searching is one of the most used skill when regression fails. We search for a keyword like error, fatal, SR, UVM error, test name, signal name, or mismatch message. Searching is the most important skill for DB debug. Let us search for an error in a failing simulation log. So we will be using command grep, grep, and we will give the keyword like word which we want to search. So as of now, we want to search the error, and we will give the file name. So it is under log directory, and the name is sim.log, sim.fail Just if I press enter, so you can see it has found the error in which word pattern, or like you can say like in which location it is present in the log file. So grep searches text inside a file. Now let us see the line number. So just we have to give one flag. So it is -n. So now you can see the line number is 8. So basically it shows the line number. Now let's search by ignoring case. Here you have seen that I have been using, to find error I have to use capital letter. But what if I don't know if it is a capital letter or not? For that, like I will be using one flag, and the flag is like I, and I will write here warning, and our folder is same. If I just press I, you can see we have find warning. Here warning is in capital letter, but we are searching using small letter. To have this feature, you have to just use the extension -I. Now let's search recursively. So how will you use? So we'll use grep -rn, then we will write the word ALU mismatch. So like whatever you want to find recursively, just use grep -rn and then give the keyword. So where R flag means recursive, and N flag is used for showing the line number. Yes, so you can see that we have found all the ALU mismatch. So this is very useful when you want to use to find where an error message is coming in your source code. Now let us search for multiple keyword. So we have an extension, and this extension is E. So let us search grep -n, and we will write E. E stand for extended regular expression, where we have E grep also, similar command, or we can use the flag -E. Then we will use the keyword which we want to search. So first one is error. So it is used for searching multiple things. And so fatal, and assertion error. And we will give the file location. So it is under logs and sim fail. Just if I press enter, you can see we have found with line number error, assert, and fatal. Earlier, like we used to find only a single pattern, but now we can find multiple pattern using a single command. So this is the like feature of extended regular expression, or we can say -e flags. Now let us find all the system verilog files. So this is also one of the most important command. So for that, let's say we want to find the files that contain system verilog. So we will write find and then dot, this means current directory. Then we use name as flags, and in the double quotes we will write all the files. So for all the file we will use star. Then extension. So what will be the extension of all the SB file? It is .sb. So if I press enter, you can see in the current directory, whichever folder, whichever directory have SV extended extension files, like all the list, all the files has come here. So this command searches files and directory. Now let us find from the log files. So how will we use? We will use find this directory minus type. So this can be F or this can be D. F means file, D means directory. So we can search specifically directory as well as files also. And we will use again name. So before that F, the name, then like all the logs file. So we are searching for all the logs. So you can see there are 4 log files present in the log directory. All has come. So by this way, you can find anything, files or directory in Linux. Now, this module is for like comparing files and debugging differences. In this in this session, like now I will be discussing about file comparison. So first, what is file comparison? File comparisons means checking whether two files are same or different. If they are different, comparison command slowly shows exact line where changes has been done. In DB, this is useful when comparing expected output with actual output, comparing old and new logs, checking generated report, or reviewing changes in the file list and script. In DB, we often compare expected output and the actual output. Let us compare the corrected like output files, and let me show the command. So I'll use diff. This is the command diff, and like I will go for the expected folder. In expected folder, like I will have expected.txt, and like in actual folder, I have actual. Okay. So this file will compare the content of the both file. Let me press the enter. So you can see there is no output. If after using the diff command there is no output, it means the files are same. Now compare the bad output. So earlier it was good output. Now let's change it to bad. So you can see there is a change. So this is how Linux tells us that there is a difference in the content of the both the file. Now for a clearer format, what will we do? So this is not understandable or not proper. So for clearer format, we will use extension, and the extension is -u. So -u flag debugs unified difference format. This is very useful in debug because we can see exactly which line changed. So now you can see. So first is the first file, our ALU expected. Second is the second file. And in the asterisk at the rate, you can see 1 to 5. That means from line number 1 to 5 of the first file, and in the second you can see line number 1 to 5 of the second file. So those are the changes that has been done in the both file. So this gives us a detailed unified difference form. Another command is cmp, compare. So like you can use compare. We have to go to our expected, and then ALU expected, then we have to go to the actual, and let's go for the good one as of now. So yes, let's go for the, okay, both are same only, so there is nothing. So let's go for the bad. So you can see it is like it gives a difference in bytes. So this is the difference. So rest first file was identical, and this gives us comparisons in byte format, and also gives the line number. In line number 2, like there is a change. So this is all for today's session. If you found this videos useful, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.